Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to create or update Facebook leads details in Salesforce CRM. So I have a digital marketing agency and to promote my business, I'm using Facebook lead ads. I'm also running an ad campaign on my Facebook page and now I want that whenever a new lead will be generated through Facebook lead ads, automatically the details of that same lead should be added in Salesforce CRM. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between Facebook lead ads and Salesforce, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So Pabbly Connect works on two principles, trigger and action. So in trigger, we are going to take Facebook lead ads, and in action, we are going to take Salesforce CRM to search or to create the record in Salesforce CRM. And to automate the entire process, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to add or update the details of Facebook leads in Salesforce CRM. So I have a digital marketing agency with the name as Digital Dynamics, and to promote my business, I am running an ad campaign on my Facebook page. I have also created a Facebook lead gen form by using Facebook lead ads, and now my objective is that whenever I will receive a new lead from Facebook lead ads for my digital marketing agency, I want to either add or update the details of that same lead in Salesforce. So here I want that in case if the lead will be an existing lead in Salesforce, then the lead should be updated. But here I also want that in case I'm going to receive a new lead from Facebook lead ads, which will not be an existing lead in Salesforce, then it should be added as a new lead in Salesforce. Okay. So to create this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by typing pabbly.com/connect, this URL in our browser. After coming over here, we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in. But if you are a new user, you have to click on the sign up for free button to create your free new account. Also, when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, I'm directly clicking on sign in. This is the all apps section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now here on the dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created, and we can also create folders here to save our workflows. As you can find, I have multiple folders over here. I have created them to save my workflows according to my choice. Now, in order to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that, and here a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Create or update Facebook leads details in Salesforce. After giving the name, here I'm going to select the folder in which we want to save this workflow. So I'm going to select this Facebook lead ads marketing automations folder, and now let's click on create. As we have done that, we can find that two windows are open in front of us, trigger and action. So as I told you that Pabbly Connect works on these two principles. So these two basically are the main concepts or the building blocks on which the entire automation of Pabbly Connect works. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is a response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now let's suppose we are going to take Facebook lead ads in our trigger and Salesforce in our action, and we want that whenever a new lead will be received from Facebook lead ad, the details of that same lead should be added automatically in Salesforce. So here our action is following what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the lead is receiving from Facebook lead ads, then only it is added in Salesforce, otherwise not. Okay, so after understanding the concept of trigger and action, let's start creating the workflow step by step. So first of all, you will select our trigger application, and that is Facebook lead ads. So let's select that. Now we have to select the trigger event. Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So new lead instant will be our trigger event over here, because our objective is that whenever a new lead will be generated, instantly and automatically the response of that lead should be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. And with that response, the workflow should get triggered instantly. Okay, so let's click on connect. Now from the given options, I'm going to select add new connection to build a new connection with Facebook lead ads account. If you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. Now I will click on connect with Facebook lead ads button, and here we can find that our authorization has become successful. and Facebook lead ads account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So as I was already logged into my Facebook account, the authorization has become successful very easily, and now Facebook lead ads account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So you also have to keep in mind that you should log into the applications before making the connection of those applications with Pabbly Connect. Okay, now let's move further. Here we have to select the page and the lead gen form. For this, I'm going to once again take you towards my Facebook account, and this is the page named as Digital Dynamics, which I'm running on my Facebook account for my digital marketing agency. I am promoting my agency with the help of Facebook lead ads, so I'm going to select the same page with Pabbly Connect, as I want that whenever a new lead will be generated by submitting the form which I have created, the response of that lead should be captured over here. Okay, so for that we have to select our page, that is Digital Dynamic. So I'm going to select that. And after selecting the page, we will select the form. So I have created this digital marketing form to generate the leads and to receive the response over here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so I've selected my page and the lead gen form. So now let's click on Save and Send Test Request button. As we have done that, we can find that it is showing waiting for webhook response. This means that now we have to do a test submission by submitting the form which we have created, so that the response of the form could be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. And for doing that, I'm going to take you towards Meta for Developers. And now after coming over here, we have to go towards More Options. Under More, we can find the option of Tools. Let's select that, and it has taken us towards Developer Tools. Now when we will scroll down, we will find the option of Lead Ads RTO Debug Tool. So let's select that. And it has taken us towards lead ads testing tool. So with the help of this tool, we are going to basically test our integration between Facebook lead ads and Pabbly Connect. So here we will select our page and the form, and as soon as we will submit the form, the response of that form will be automatically captured in Pabbly Connect. With this submission, we will test our connection between Facebook lead ads and Pabbly Connect. So currently, because I am not running any live campaign on my Facebook page, therefore I could not send the response of a real lead, and therefore I am going to continue the workflow with the test response which I am going to submit now. But in your case, once you will set up this connection and you will test the integration, whenever a new lead will be generated from Facebook lead ads, the response of that real lead, the actual lead, will be captured in Pabbly Connect automatically. Okay, now here I'm going to select my page. The name of my page is Digital Dynamics. I have selected that, and the form which I have created is also selected over here automatically. Now we have to click on Preview Form button to open the form and submit it. But before that, it is given that you can create one lead per form. You will need to delete an existing lead in order to create a new one. So let's delete the existing lead from this form to send a new response. Because we are doing a test submission here with this tool, we cannot send the multiple form responses with a single form. Therefore, in order to create and send a new response, we have to first of all delete the existing lead from that form. So let's click on Delete Lead button, and as the lead is deleted, let's just refresh this page, and once again we will select our page and the form. Okay, so this is very important step. Once we will delete the existing lead, we also have to refresh our page, and then we have to select our page and form once again, so that a new form could be opened in front of us. As we have done that, let's click on Preview Form. So the form of Digital Dynamics is open in front of us. Basically, this is a contact form with the help of which I'm going to get in touch with my lead. So as soon as the lead is going to submit their detail in this particular form, the response will be captured in Pabbly Connect, and then I'm going to further add the details of that lead in my CRM, so that I will be able to further connect with my leads and nurture them. Okay, now here I'm going to enter the details in this form to submit it, and because I'm doing a test submission, therefore I'm going to enter all the dummy details. So let's start with the full name. Let's say the name of the lead is Smart Lead. Here I'm going to enter a random email, smartlead39@pabblyjuice.com, and here I'm going to enter a phone number. After entering all the details, let's click on Next, and now we will submit the form. As we have submitted the form, let's go towards Pabbly Connect. And here we can find that we have received a response. In the response, we have received all the details: full name, email, phone number, and the created time of the lead. This means that our connection between Facebook lead ads and Pabbly Connect is successful. So now whenever a new lead will be generated, the response of that lead will be automatically captured over here. So let's move further. Here we will move towards our action step, that is to add the details which we have received from Facebook lead ads to Salesforce. But here I want to apply a condition that in case if the leads detail which we have received from Facebook lead ads will already be existing in Salesforce, then I just want to update the lead source, that will be Facebook lead ads. Okay, so here for applying the condition, first of all we have to search this lead in Salesforce. So let us select our action application as Salesforce, and we will select the action event, that will be search record. That means the lead which we have received from Facebook lead ads, whether it is existing or not. So let's click on Connect. Now from the given options, I'm going to select Add New Connection to build a new connection with Salesforce account. But if you already have an existing connection, you can again go with that. Now let's click on Connect with Salesforce. And now here we will go towards allowing the access. Pabbly Connect is asking us for the permission to access our Salesforce account. Let's click on Allow, as it is 100% safe. And we can find that our authorization has become successful over here. So we will simply move forward. Here also, because I was already logged into my Salesforce account, the authorization has become successful very easily. Now we'll move forward, and here we have to select the Salesforce object. Select which type of object you want to search for, example lead, account, or what. So we want to search for lead. Here I'm going to search for lead over here. So let's select lead as Salesforce object. Now it is asking us field to search by using which object you want to search for the lead. Here I'm going to use email. Okay, so I'm going to search email over here. I want to search the lead with the help of email because it is going to be unique for each and everyone. Okay, now the next is return fields. What fields you want in the response of this particular action step. Whether you want name, ID, first name, last name, phone number, email, or whatever details you want of that lead, you have to enter the details over here in the comma separated values. So first of all, I want first name. I'm going to use a comma, space, and then I want last name, email, okay, ID. So here I have entered all the details I want in the response. Now I'm going to move forward. So I've entered all the details which I want in the response of find object. So we have selected email as the search by value. So we have to enter the value of the email. What I'm going to do, I have received all the details of the Facebook leads in my earlier response. So I will simply map the email by using my previous response over here. So mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given and here are all the details. We want to map the email. Let's select that and done. So when we have mapped this data, it has become dynamic. That means now with each and every new response, it is going to be replaced automatically. So whenever we are going to receive a new lead from Facebook lead ads, automatically this email in this field is going to be replaced with a new email of that new lead. But in case if we will enter the data manually, then it will become static and then it is not going to change with each and every new response. Therefore, to automate the entire process, we have mapped the data over here. Now let's click on save and send test request button. And here we can find that we have not received the response. It is saying that unexpected first name parameter. It is given that we have to enter the first name in this format, I think. So let's try this. Here I'm going to remove first name and last name from these fields. I'm going to enter first name like this. Okay, then I'm going to apply a comma and then last name and comma. Okay, now let's try whether we are receiving a response or not. And yes, here we can find that we have received the response this time. And here we have received first name, last name, ID of the lead, email address, and all other details. This means that this lead which we have received from Facebook lead ads is already an existing lead of Salesforce. So now in that case, I just want to update the lead. Okay, so here we can find that we are receiving two conditions over here. First condition is that if the lead will be a new lead, so then we want to add the details of that lead in Salesforce. But the second condition is if the lead which we are receiving from Facebook lead ads is already an existing lead, then we want to update that same lead. Okay, for that condition, what we are supposed to do, we have to apply router. Okay, because we are getting two routes over here. So we want to move the workflow in two different routes. For that, we are going to apply router over here. Let's click on this add action step button and let's select router as our action application. Router provides us different routes in our workflow to move the workflow accordingly in separate routes. Okay, so let's select our action event that will be conditionally run and we will click on connect. As we have done that, we can find that two routes are given over here, first route and second route. So I only want two routes, therefore I'm going to continue with these two routes. But in case if you want to add one more route over here, then you can click on this add route button. Now I'm going to first of all rename these routes. First route will be for existing leads and the second one will be for new one. So I'm going to rename the first route as existing leads. And now I'm going to rename the second one, that will be new leads. Okay, so after renaming the routes, let's go towards set filter and action step in first route. So you have to keep in mind that router is the very last step of every workflow. We cannot add any other action step after router. If we want to perform any further action steps, then we have to perform them inside the routes only. Now I'm going to click on set filter and action steps, and now here we have to set a filter. So I want to provide a filter condition that if I'm going to receive this ID from the response which we have received from search records section, then the workflow should continue with this route, otherwise not. So here I'm going to select my filter type, that will be exist. So if the ID will exist, then the workflow will continue, otherwise not. So let's click on save and send test request button. And yes, the condition is true because we have already received this ID. But in case if we will not receive the ID, then the workflow will stop here and it will not follow the route given. Okay, so let's click on this add action step button to follow this route, and we want to update the record. So now here I'm going to search for Salesforce once again as my action application, and we will select the action event that will be update record. Let's click on connect. And because we have already built a connection with Salesforce account, so I'm going to go with existing connection only. And now here we will simply select the object that will be lead, record to update. So we want to update the record. So we have to enter the ID which we have received from Salesforce lead. Okay. So here we have to enter the ID which we want to update. That means the ID of the lead. So what we will do, we will simply turn this mapping button on, and here we have to make sure that we will enter the ID which will be dynamic. That means it should get replaced automatically each time with each and every new response. Therefore, I will simply map the ID which we have already received. This is the ID of the lead. We have mapped that and done. Okay, so after mapping the record, let's move further. Here we will map the last name, first name, etc. which we have received. So let's start mapping. This is the last name. This is the first name. All right, company. Okay, I'm going to map the phone number which we have received and email. Now the next will be the lead source. So I'm going to turn this mapping button on, and because we have received this lead from Facebook lead ads, here I'm going to update the lead source as Facebook lead ads. After entering this, now let's click on save and send test request button. And yes, here we have received the response. So let's go and check whether the lead is updated in Salesforce or not. And yes, here we can find that the lead is automatically updated. These are all the details of the lead. smartlead39@pabblytudes.com. This is the email. And here in the lead source, we can find that Facebook lead ads is automatically added. Okay. So this means that our workflow up till now is successful. So let's move towards our next route, that is for the new leads. And now here once again we have to select a filter condition. So this route is for new leads. That means the ID will not be existing. Therefore, I'm going to select the record once again. And here I'm going to select the record ID over here as label. I'm going to select my filter type as does not exist. So when the ID will not exist, then the workflow is going to follow through this route. Okay, so I'm going to click on save and send test request button. And when the ID will not be there, that means the lead is new, and that is not existing in Salesforce. Okay, so we want to create a new lead then. So here we can find that our condition is false right now because we are testing this workflow, and we have mapped the previous response in which we have received the ID. But when a new response will be captured and when the ID will not be there, then the workflow will automatically follow this route, and then the condition will be true over here in this route. Okay, so now let's click on this add action step button, and because we want to create a new lead, so our action application here will be once again Salesforce. Let's select that. And now you will select the action event. So our action event will be to create a record. Okay, that means to add a lead. Let's click on connect, and we will go with the existing connection only as we have already built a connection. And now we have to select the Salesforce object. Select Salesforce object in which a new record will be created. We want to create a lead. So here I'm going to search for lead and we will select that. All right. After doing this, we have to enter all the details to create a new lead. So let's start with the last name. Here I'm going to select the last name as lead, first name as smart. Okay, now the next is the company. So because it is mandatory, so I'm going to enter none over here as I have not received any company name from my response of Facebook lead ads. But in case if you're receiving company name as well of your lead, you can map the company name in this field. Okay, the next is the country. So I'm going to enter country to manually. Okay, now I'm going to enter the phone number, that is mobile number of the lead, and here is the email. And now I'm going to turn the mapping button on. Here I'm going to select lead source, that will be Facebook lead ads. Now at last I'm going to click on save and send test request button. After that, we can find that it is showing in the response that this lead already exists. That is, this is duplicate lead. Because we have used the previous response only for mapping the data in these fields, therefore in the response we have received that the lead is duplicate. But when the workflow is going to run in real time and whenever a new response will be captured from Facebook lead ads, if ID will not exist and the lead will be new and not existing in Salesforce, then automatically the lead will be added. Now once we have completed the workflow, let's test this workflow. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back towards lead ads testing tool of Facebook lead ads, and here I'm going to submit another form with all the new details. And once I will submit the form, automatically the lead will be added in Salesforce because it will be a new lead then. Okay, so I'm going to delete the existing lead from this form and I will refresh the page. Now I'm going to select my page and the form once again. And here I'm going to preview the form. So the form is open. Now I'm going to enter all the new details of a new lead. Say this time the name of the lead is test lead. Here I'm going to enter a new random email. Let's say testlead2345@pabblytudes.com, and here I'm going to enter a random phone number. Click on next. I'm going to click on next and submit the form. So as we have submitted the form, that means as we have created a new lead, now let's go and check whether this lead is automatically added in Salesforce or not. And yes, here we can find that a new lead is automatically added over here with the name as test lead. This is the phone number and this is the same email, testlead2345@pabblytunes.com. This means that our connection between Facebook lead ads and Salesforce is perfectly successful. So let's summarize what we have done here in this workflow. We have taken 3 simple steps: trigger and 2 actions. In trigger, we have taken Facebook lead ads, and in action, we have taken Salesforce and router by Pabbly. And we have connected all of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new lead will be generated from Facebook lead ads for our business, automatically that lead will be searched in Salesforce. And here we have applied router for 2 conditions. When the lead will be an existing lead in Salesforce, then automatically the record will be updated in that case. And if the lead will be a new lead, then automatically the details of that new lead will be added in Salesforce. Okay, so here in this way we have created the workflow for both the conditions. So this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can directly reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe our channel to learn more such automations.